All right, guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to take you through about a 10-minute daily mobility or flexibility session that you can do on your own. We're going to do 5 drills here that are going to help you get more mobile and increase your flexibility. And I'm going to keep it just to 5, and we're going to do each of these for about a minute a piece so we can keep it around that 10-minute range because sometimes that's all we have, okay? But you can, of course, increase the time or add extra stretches to this routine. But these are 5 main mobility drills that you can do every single day. Okay, so the first one, we're going to do some cat and cow. So bring it to your hands and knees, and we're going to arch up with our spine and then arch down with our spine. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So arch up and hold for a second, and then arch down. Bring the head up and hold for a second. Let's go back and forth on your own. Back up and back down. Take your time here, getting that mobility in the spine. Arch up and arch back down. Doing this for a minute, nice and controlled. This is great for the back, especially if you're someone who sits at a desk all day or who just sits a lot in general. Get that mobility in the spine. Back down. Back up. Doing good. It's only a minute, right? Right. Control your breathing. Got about 15 seconds left here. Oh. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's lay flat onto our stomachs. What we're going to do is I'm going to take my arm out to the side at a 90-degree angle, and then from here, I'm going to roll up to it, trying to keep my chest on the ground and feeling a stretch in my chest, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. And you can use your other arm to push against the ground, get more mobility, or get more range of motion in here. But this is a great chest opener, again, for people who sit at their desk and have rounded shoulders forward. This is going to stretch out your pecs and hopefully loosen you up so you can get stronger and have better posture. We're holding for 1 minute on each side here. Take some deep breaths. Feel that stretch in the chest. Keep holding. 20 seconds left. And then we're going to be switching arms. Almost there. 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come out of that nice and slow. We're going to switch sides. I'm going to flip over just so I can see the clock. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Same thing, other side here. If you're a parent, especially a mom who breastfeeds or a dad who just carries their kids around, you're always going to be rolled forward because the weight's on a side or in front of you, so your shoulders naturally roll forward. So we're going to open up that chest because it's probably pretty tight here. And if you notice one side is tighter than the other, that's something that you can concentrate on and do an extra set on that tight side, even if it's just for 30 seconds extra. Got 20 seconds left. And even if you're not a mom or dad, this is a great one to do. Ten seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of that nice and slow. Next one. If you have a couch or a chair or a bench nearby, you can use that. If you don't, no worries. You're still going to get a good stretch in here. So what I'm going to do is prop my back foot up on here, and I'm going to have my knee on the ground, my front knee forward. From here, I'm going to tighten that glute here. I'm trying to get my hips open here, and we're going to hold this position for a minute. If you don't have a bench, just leave your foot on the ground, but make sure your hips are square forward, and then push your hips forward. Okay? I'm going to prop my foot up, and here we go, and go. 1 minute here, and what we're going to do is really focus on keeping your hips pointed straight forward, tighten that glute, and really try to keep your shoulders over your hips as well, not forward like this. Open up that hip. We're trying to get that stretch in the hip flexor. Might feel it in the groin as well, depending on where you're tight. Keep yourself up right here. We're going for a minute. Good. And if you can slowly move yourself forward. But if you feel yourself twisting left or right just to get more forward, then back it off. I don't want you to twist. I want you to keep those hips straight forward and tighten that glute because that's going to help open that hip. Again, great one if you're sitting down a lot at a desk, on a chair. Open up those hips and hip flexors. We're almost there. 5, 4, after done, stay in this position. 2, 1, good. Little bonus 30 seconds. What I want you to do if you can is try to reach back, grab your foot, and pull it towards your butt if you can. This is intense for the quad. Ready? Go. We're just going to do this for 30 extra seconds. If you can't do this, hang out in that same hip flexor position, okay? You just get extra time in that hip flexors. Doing good, almost there. Ooh, feel this one in the quad. Again, keep that chest up, shoulders stacked over the hips. Push that hip open, tighten that glute on the stretch side. 5, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, let's come on out of that. We're gonna switch sides here. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1 minute here for the hip flexor. So again, now we tighten that other glute on the side that's being stretched. So my left knee is on the ground. I'm tightening my left glute and pushing those hips forward, stacking my shoulders over my hips, making sure my hips are pointed forward. And slowly you can rock forward a little bit if you can, if you feel comfortable. And breathe. This is a great one to do in the morning, at night, before bed. Got 20 seconds left here. And again, we're going to do that extra 30 seconds for the quad on this leg as well. I should have grabbed a mat or an extra blanket for my knee because I'm feeling that in the knee. Just pressure on the ground. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's grab that foot. Try to pull it towards your butt. Here we go. Extra 30. Go. Breathing. Oh. 10 seconds here. Stack those shoulders. Pull that foot in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of that. We got 2 more here. 2 more. One of my favorites coming up next. We're going to go 90-90 for the hips. So front leg at 90 degrees at the knees. Back leg 90 degrees at the knee. So what we're doing is trying to prop ourselves straight up. So get in this position first. And I'm going to start the clock in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So clock has started. So prop yourself straight up. And what I want you to do is slowly arch yourself forward and hold. You should feel a stretch in that front hip. Hold here. Hold. Try not to slouch any which way. Keep that chest up, just leaning forward. Good. Come back up, but keep yourself centered. And then bring yourself forward again, and let's just hold. We're just going to keep a static hold here, actually. More for the hip, but we're also getting that external rotation. Or actually, internal rotation. I apologize. Oh, keep holding, keep holding. Woo! Almost there. I'm not going to lie. I forgot exactly when we're starting. We started, so we're going to go for 15 more seconds here. Keep yourself pointed straight forward. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of that. We're going to switch sides here. So the other leg goes to the front, 90 degrees. That other leg goes to the back, 90 degrees. Prop yourself straight up. Here we go. We're starting in 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And then lean forward. Feel that stretch in the hip. One side might feel a little bit tighter or more awkward than the other. That's totally normal. That's something you got to pay attention to and work on. We start at 28:15, so 29:15. And we got one more mobility drill after this. Good. I'd like to kind of come up for 1 second and then back down. Make sure I'm pointed forward here. 20 more seconds. Ten seconds. Take some breaths. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly come out of that. We got one more here. It's just 1 minute. We're going to go pancake. So what we're going to do is legs out wide. Try to straighten them, okay? From here, we're going to arch forward and try to pull our chest to the ground. Now, if you have something like a weight or something you can anchor yourself, you can go ahead and grab that. But let's get started in 2, in 1, and go. So with that anchor, I can kind of pull myself a little bit further forward here. And you should feel the stretch in the groin and in the hamstrings a little bit here. And we're holding. 29:40 to 30:40. Sorry, just looking at the time on the clock here. Keep those legs straight. Take some deep breaths. It's okay if you can't get that far forward. It's just something you got to work on, okay? Take some deep breaths. Slowly try to bring yourself a little bit more forward. You can use anything to anchor yourself down too. 20 seconds left. Doing good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good. Slowly come out of that. And those are my 5 daily mobility drills that you can add to your daily routine. And what did that take? Under 10 minutes or just around 10 minutes? Easy. All right. Thanks for showing up, getting this one done. And I'll see you for the next workout.